That belongs in a museum.
That you're presented with when you make a play like this. I would expect him to be on somewhere around Mortal Coil, Life Tap, Shadow Bolt.
Yeah, I agree with
Wow.
that, but he goes for the Mountain Giant.
I'm telling you, he's figured out that that's not good enough. If he gives up initiative, just as likely he has Azure Drake or another Tomb Pillager.
So Mios Kaka.
Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Sap would have been pretty bad.
Oh, Sap is awful.
Yeah,
Sap is
But I feel like if there, you're at the point now where Savjz is pressured enough, he's got a huge hand still in the game. Like, if you get sapped, yeah, you probably just lose. But if you don't, you've got a real good follow-up with everything else that's in your hand, like the Shadow Ball, the Coil, the Siphon if required. So you can then deal with it and then, say, oh, well, I've still got the Mountain Giant.
Savjz is moving in here.
Wow,
I don't blame him.
For it?
Leroy in hand. So he's trading off the Mountain Giant to prevent Shadow Flame or taunts. He's dropping down to 14 in the meantime, but...
There's a Shadow Bolt that Ostkaka somehow disguised, I want to say.
Right, the 9-4, I think, is pretty straightforward this turn as well. And with Reno Jackson in hand, I think he's free to pay a little bit more life. So I don't think he's necessarily fearing any burst potential at this point. Both Cold Bloods are gone.
I was just thinking to have the Dirty Rat and the Ooze out, and then whatever gets pulled and the Tomb Pillager is probably going to get answered.
Now, this does leave him open to Leroy, Eviscerate, and something. 11, 15. It'd be 2 extra points of damage. I'm trying to think of...
There's no deadly poison in the deck that I know of. Double Eviscerate, I guess, would be the way. Right? With a preparation.
Yeah, and I'm curious this Violet Teacher if you ever want to get any extra 1/1. So he wants to save it all for a potential...
Or the Gadsden Auctioneer is going to be worth something.
Oh, Skaka's got to read this hand somehow. I mean, Savjz is doing next to nothing on his turns.
Yeah, well, he knows 2 of the cards in there now are coins. He knows 3, are coins, because there's the actual coin from the beginning of the game. So I like this is, you can't mess around. You can't mess around on 11 health versus the Rogue here. Not when there's so many cards in hand, because the second there's a gadget Zen, you just die.
That has got to be the worst draw in the build. Honestly, at this point, if Savjz had drawn Conceal, I think we would have been seeing a Leroy all-in.
Yes.
On this turn, and just... not drawing the Auctioneer, not drawing Azure Drakes. I mean, card draw has been the thing that's lacking for Savjz in this series so far.
Do we do it? Do we go Brand, Dirty Rat, set up a Shadow Flame?
A lot of times too, because I mean, how many minions is Savjz going to have in hand realistically here?
I think it's nice to just have the Brand down though, right?
But I don't see a qualm. I don't have a qualm with it.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Good you don't have a qualm with it.
I don't like qualms. And you having them.
This does allow him to Shadow Flame the Brand away if he wants to and have the extra power around with the Reno. I'm not sure how relevant that is, but I'm guessing we're seeing a Shadow Flame or a Hellfire here.
Yeah.
If you Hellfire, you're leaving your Brand vulnerable to Fan of Knives, but do you really need the Brand at this point?
I mean, you could actually just Shadow Flame the Rat, right? Oh, he's got Shadow Flame the Brand.
Well, look at his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically got the game. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got 13 on board right now.
Yep. I was just thinking, like,
what really stood out as a big factor this one. I felt like the turn 6 Mountain Giant and that risk succeeding was sort of the starting point.
Yeah, I genuinely think that the Mountain Giant, although I was all for the Mountain Giant play, if there was a sap, if there was a punish, that game's probably over for the Reno.
So it would have been a lot difficult.
Coin concede. Is this a new record?
Maybe.
Oh, just prep coin concede.
Okay.
How many coins can we streak after that prep?
Yeah. Get it in the Guinness World Book of Records. How many coins before concede? Hella buys Savjz seat story cups.